Okay, about to start the Teddy Bear game here. We're playing in the Wilhock Arena as opposed to the Aspen Arena. Pretty big crowd, which is nice. We have, starting for Leduc, Radke, Becker, and Cooper up front, and Sloan and Nickeljohn on the back end. This will be our final chance against the Royals. So Royals have had our number a bit this year, so hopefully they can come back and have a good showing here today and come away with the 2 points. Appears to be a bit of a delay. One of the linesmen has just left the ice. And he is back, so it looks like they're going to be doing a repair on the net. Looks like a bit of a hole back there, so they're just repairing that up, and that's the delay here to get started. Okay, we're ready to begin. Again, it's Radke, Cooper, and Becker up front with Sloan and Nickeljohn on the back end to start this contest.
Hey, Harper, Declan, you guys stand up. You hop up. Harper, Declan.
Starting today in goal for Leduc is Carefoot. Had a really good game to get a shootout win. A couple big spots yesterday or on Friday in the shootout to secure that victory. And he gets a call again here today. Turnover there. Puck out front. Carefoot stops that. Had some trouble with those turnovers coming out the back end there this year, so hopefully we can clear that up a bit. Making a bit of a change here now, the line change. We got Mirglod, Mark up front with Brucken and Schwab. We got Josh Mirglod on the back end with Huckabee. Royals win the puck battle, but Leduc secures it, breaking out. And the Royals come back our way, slid in, steered aside by Carefoot. Shot on net, rebound out front. Edmonton keeps it in. Chips it out. Club gains his own. Got a line change on the back end. Now Allen and Gervais back there. Forwards change as well. We got Devine, Zimmer, and Marianuck. Chipped out and down the ice. Defense change. Got one. Nickeljohn's on for Gervais. Oh, out front. And covered up. Both teams will look to change here. Sloan comes on to complete the change with Nickeljohn, so they'll be on the back end. We have Will Clocks, Mark Merglod, and Brady Shaw as the wingers. This line was really effective last game versus the Regals, so lots of energy on it, so hopefully they can keep that up. Shot on net, steered aside. Shaw with it. Net saved by Carefoot. Leduc changes. We have Josh and Huckabee on the back end with Radke, Cooper, and Becker up front. Becker carries it across over to Radke. Got a big give and go there, jamming in front. Covered by the Edmonton goaltender. Now they bring the whistle. Shot right on from the point. Saved and covered by the Edmonton goalie. Ooh. Slid one right across the Leduc crease there, but nothing came of that. Leduc looks to make the change. John, we got both defensemen pressing now. Okay. That's Sloan and John on the back end with Mark, Mirglod, Ruckin, and swing punch there thrown by Schwab. Did not connect. Doesn't look like the ref is going to call anything. Might be lucky there not to have taken one. Okay, we got Mark, Ruckin, and Schwab up front. Sloan and John on the back end. Out front, nobody covering. Steered away by Carefoot. Royals got some pressure on here. Another shot, save, steered away. And cleared out by the Leduc Riggers. Change on the back end. We got Allen and Gervais on the back end. And up front, Zimmer, Devine, and Marinock. Cleared out. Jammed in front. Edmonton's coming back. On the rush here. Nothing comes of it. Dump back out. In deep. Got part of a defensive change. We got Huckabee and Allen on now. Allen presses. Puck shot down the ice. Waved off. Just slow enough that wouldn't be icing. Well, we got a 2-on-1 here. Mirglod, and doesn't look like anything's going to come of that. And Wilcox. So we got Wilcox, Shaw, and Mirglod on. On the back end is Huckabee and Josh Mirglod. Delayed offside. It clears the puck. Back out. Leduc changes. We have Cooper and Becker on. Wilcox is still out. Turnover at the line. Oh, just couldn't connect. Becker's first to it. Up to Huckabee. He just chips it out. And puck is at the line. Up to Radke, who's jumped on for Wilcox. Back to Becker. Couldn't pull the trigger on that. And we got Sloan and Meiklejohn now on the back end. Edmonton breaks out. Puts it across. John carries the puck. Edmonton breaks out. Nice play by Zimmer there. Zimmer's on now with Cooper and Radke. On the back end, it's Allen and Gervais hopping on the ice. Back to Gervais. Shot right on, rebound. Ooh, that was a nice rebound, just couldn't quite get to it. Now it's a race to see if it's icing. And AJ wins that race, so the icing will be called. And we'll have a face-off to the left, or to the right of the Edmonton goalie. Shot missed around to Gervais. He just puts it back in for the forwards. Zimmer's got that down low. Not keep it in. Up to Marinock. He fires it across. It's tipped out, so there'll be no icing. AJ pins his guy against the boards. Puck goes in deep. Huckabee has it. Being pestered by an Edmonton player. Up to Marinock. Up into the Edmonton zone. So on the back end, they've got Mirglod and Huckabee. We have Brucken, Devine, and Schwab up front. And Schwab with the puck over to Brucken. Shot right on. Saved by the Edmonton goalie. So 9:07 left in the first period. Leduc's playing really well here. They're up shots 10-4. They've pressed well. It's nice to see them play this well. Okay, so we got Sloan and Mickeljohn on the back end with Schwab, Mark Meergold, Claude, and Brucken up forward. Couldn't quite keep that onside. Shot right on, covered by Carefoot. That draws a whistle. And we'll have a face-off to the right of Carefoot in the Leduc zone. 8:43 left in the first period. We got Sloan and Mickeljohn on the back end with Schwab, Brucken, and Mark Meergold up front. Sloan spins and turns it over to Mickeljohn. A quick change. Radke jumps on. Sloan being pestered, drops it for Mark. Up to Schwab. Schwab gets it deep. He's around the defenseman, but a wide angle. Takes a shot, up and over. We got Huckabee and Josh now on the back end with Cooper, Radke, and Becker jumping on. Tipped in deep. Becker's on there to pester him. Brings it around to Cooper. Cooper gets it deep to Becker. Misfired on that. Josh blocks that pass. And Edmonton's back into the zone. Puck bouncing out front. Oh, that pinballed around. That was unfortunate. Get lucky sometimes, just throw it out front. Hits a stick, hits a skate, bounces a couple times, and ends up in the net. So at 7:25 of the first period, Edmonton takes the lead, 1-0. With that, Leduc changes up. We have Wilcox, Devine, and Shaw on up front, with Gervais and Allen on the back end. Allen swallows up the puck. He's carrying up front. Shot right on. Saved by the Edmonton goalie, so we'll have a face-off in the Edmonton zone to the right of the Edmonton goalie. Allen pinches, keeps that in, fires to the goalie. Easy catch. And I'll have another face-off. Allen, shot, blocked, thrown out. Gervais fires it back in deep. Shaw's there pressing. He takes it deep around. Over to Meiklejohn. Fires it out front to the Edmonton player. Gervais has it. Chips up to Wilcox. Back to Gervais. Didn't quite get it out. Oh, thrown out front. That was scary. But Leduc comes away. Shaw shot on net. Steered up under the netting by the Edmonton goalie. Both teams will change. Coming on for Leduc, we got Cooper centering with Zimmer and Marina. It's a different pairing. I don't think we've seen that yet this year. With Sloan and Meiklejohn on the back end. Sloan gets it in the corner. Riley's bumped to the ice. Shot on net out front. Leduc gathers that up. Sloan to head to Marinock. He returns a favor and knocks the Edmonton player down. Leduc making a couple changes here. Got Allen and Gervais on the back end. Up front, Brucken, Cooper, and Schwab. Allen has the puck, carries it across center. Dumps it lightly in deep and chases. And he steers around. Lets the forwards do that, their thing. Flipped up into the air. Back to Gervais, over to Allen. That's a nice hinge to Schwab. In with speed. Just Edmonton player just tipped that away. Around the boards, Gervais has it on the point. Puck on, sneaky through a bunch of legs there. Allen with a shot. That's what you got to do, guys. Just keep throwing that pucks on. Gervais thinks about pinching, but then pulls back. They flip it out. It's going to be a bit of a foot race here. Gervais gets that first. Over to Allen. Up to Becker. Okay, we got Cooper, Becker, and Radke on now. Back end makes a change. We got Huckabee and Josh Merglod. Huckabee waits for clear and then dumps it in deep. Edmonton just fires it out. Leduc's playing really well here. A lot of the plays in the Edmonton zone, which is nice to see. With 3:23 left in the first period. The face-off will be into the right of the Edmonton goalie. Leduc is out shooting Edmonton 17-8 here. Just missed the breakout pass there, the Edmonton did. Chipped up and out, no icing. Cooper gives chase. We got Cooper, Becker, and Radke in deep. Race to the puck. Edmonton's charging hard. Edmonton comes away with it. Falls down. Leduc back the other way. Radke off to Cooper. Oh, just missed the drop pass there to Brucken. And we got Sloan and Meiklejohn out now on the D. And shot right on, saved by Carefoot. So that will set the face off to the left of Carefoot as we make some changes here. We have Mark Mierglod with Brucken and Schwab, Sloan and Meiklejohn on the back end. Shot right on, saved. It was a little worse in there. Had a lot of ice. Sloan with the puck, around, drops to Mark Mierglod. Brings it out front. Up the ice, cross the red line. He's got some speed with him. Oh, just lost the puck. To Allen. Over to Meiklejohn. To Brucken. Tip to Mark. He's got it in. Out front. Steered away by the Edmonton player. Goal there by Edmonton, 1:41 left in the first period. They take a 2-0 lead. They look to, Leduc looks to make the change. Allen and AJ will now be on, AJ Gervais will be on the back end. They bring out Wilcox, Devine, and Shaw up front. They get it deep. Allen goes back to collect it. Chips it around and out. Hard pass misses Shaw. Edmonton retreats to their own zone to collect the puck. Up to Wilcox. Just missed getting Devine on it. Edmonton in with some speed, but can't get around AJ. Just dumps it in. Shaw has it. Whoa, pinballs around. That was dangerous. Off 2 sticks and a foot there. Shot right on. Carefoot makes the save. 46 seconds left in the third period, in the first period. Got ahead of myself there. We have Becker, Radke, and Cooper on, with Huckabee and Josh on the back end. Leduc, Cooper over to Radke, tried to feed it back, couldn't quite get it through. Becker up to Radke now, back to Becker. Back to Radke. Swings it around. Cooper and Becker there in the corner. Edmonton come away with it. Shot right on. Turn aside. We have 5 seconds left in the first period, and that should do it. Okay, to end the first period here, Edmonton is up 2-0. Leduc is winning the shot scoreboard, 17-12. Leduc has played well. They've just got a couple unlucky bounces, led to a couple goals, and the second one was a short side goal, and I'm sure normally Carefoot gets that, but Carefoot played really well though. He had a really good period, turned away 10 shots on 10 of the 12 shots, and I will see you in the second.